Hi folks, today we're going to take a look at Long Island audits, where he goes to a courthouse and yet again has another issue with a chief judge's orders about the courthouse when it comes to photography and videography. However, before we get started with today's video, first off, I want to thank everyone who donated to the St. Jude's charity auction. I will announce the winner shortly. Also, I want to thank everyone for wishing me all the wonderful birthday wishes and being supporters of the channel. But before we begin, I noticed in the analytics that a large number of you are not subscribed to the channel. Please, subscribe to the channel. I have a Discord page, a Facebook group, where we have a lot of fun sharing memes, watching videos on movie nights, and just making really good friends. With that being said, let's enjoy the video, shall we?
Accountability within our government and to ensure that our public servants recognize our rights and treat us with respect. Let's get into it. So before we even walk inside the building, we are greeted with this unconstitutional sign here. Attention, any person wishing to make any video recordings must obtain permission before doing so. Any unauthorized videotaping is prohibited. And just to be clear, there aren't any statutes associated with this. So let's hope they don't try and enforce this unconstitutional policy.
And here we have your first issue. Oh, it's a policy that's, it's not, it's unconstitutional. Well, if it's just a policy, that means it's a rule of the building. You don't like it, don't go in the building. But you could get permission. I mean, probably if you would call ahead and say, hey, I want to come in and do some filming for my news company, which you claim to be, but I don't see you putting out any stories other than your audits, and those really don't count as news stories. But, you just don't want to do things the right way. You want people to cater to you at your time like a Karen.
Because we all know policy does not trump our constitutional rights. Alright guys, so we're just getting inside the courthouse here. We have some public notices over here to our right. We are immediately greeted with our friendly reminder that they are always recording and watching us, even though it always seems to be an issue.
What an idiot.
When we record them. Let's hope that's not the case here today. Here we missed this when we walked in. We'd like to go over the directory. First floor we have commissioners, assessor, treasurer, county clerk. As I said, we'll visit the county clerk at the end of this. And we also have the court clerk, drug court, etc.
Sir, you can't film in here.
What do you mean? Who are you?
I'm courthouse security.
Courthouse security, your name and badge number and department?
Morgan, badge number 18, Pittsburgh County Sheriff's Office.
Okay, Deputy Morgan? Yeah, why wouldn't I be able to record? Is there a statute, a law against recording?
Not law, but it is a policy of the courthouse that does limit your access to record. That sign that you read on the door. But yet you say it's unconstitutional when it really isn't. Because they are still allowing you the rights to record if you get the permission of the court. Which, it doesn't seem that hard. I mean, you could call and say, hey, who do I need to speak to about, recording a video in your courthouse? I just want to go walk around and do a little tour and film. Oh, okay, no problem. Done. But no, you want to do it your way or no way. Because, well, it doesn't sell with the views. And why are you always concerned about security cameras? It's like you're paranoid or something. Are you some kind of conspiracy theorist?
Yeah, signs really don't concern me. Anybody can make a sign. I could make a sign and put it on my chest and walk around saying I can record anywhere I want. That wouldn't trump the law, would it? Right? You
Just
could
an ask from the commissioner that you get permission before you film on the courthouse grounds.
Yeah, so while I respect them trying to say that I need to ask, but I really don't respect it. But I don't.
He's an asshole.
So you don't care about obeying the rules and policies of a building. Well, by that logic, they don't have to give out their badge numbers because it's only a policy and it's not a law. It's not constitutional. So take that, policy crap somewhere else. If the building has a rule and they are asking you to simply obey the rule and you refuse to do so, then they can throw you out. At that point, you're refusing to obey a simple instruction. I mean, I know 5-year-olds that can obey a simple instruction. Why can't you?
Don't listen to policy. I follow the law, sir. And you are law enforcement, and you're not policy enforcement, or you don't work at the behest of the commissioners. Commissioners can't just make law by stating something, right? Just saying that, can't wear a hat inside of the building, or certain people of certain colors, or, it's a slippery slope, right? So let's be careful about enforcing policies when you're law enforcement. Just taking some pictures and video here. That's all.
Okay, what for?
I'm an independent journalist. I'm just working on a story here for the county.
Liar! All right, you have a good day.
You too. Thank you. Judge Stephen Taylor over here. So that's how you handle it, ladies and gentlemen. It goes from you cannot record inside of this building to him walking away saying, have a nice day.
There's a bit of useless information that happens in his attempt of going into the district attorney's office, where he reads a sign and makes some vague pun about, Lady Justice being not truly blindfolded. I don't want to put you guys through the waiting period of that, so we're going to just jump ahead into his encounter with an employee of the courthouse at the district attorney's office.
Let's get some different brochures here. I'm okay, thank you. I'm fine.
Okay. Are you recording something?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Okay, you can't do that.
What'd you say?
You're not allowed to record without getting permission.
Why would that be?
I don't know. There's signs on the front doors.
Oh, no, I don't need any permission to record, ma'am. There's signs on the front doors. Like, that makes it okay. Just put a sign on the front door. I'm gonna walk around with a sign on my chest that says I'm allowed to record anywhere I want. We all know I couldn't do that, right? Couldn't go into restricted areas. Couldn't just walk behind the police department into their, offices in the restricted areas. Oh, but the sign says I could.
Shenanigans. I'm calling shenanigans because you have done that. You have gone into restricted areas before. And you have gone behind the police departments and recorded. I've done videos on it, and I have seen other people do videos on it. Sean, let's see you put up a sign saying you're allowed to record and go to Area 51. Let's see you go to the Pentagon and try to do that crap. Because you can't. You do this because you think it's a good idea to go to these small little towns and these small counties and pull this crap because you think you can get away with it. What's the real reason you're really there? Because it's not for the First Amendment. Either you're there to be a prank channel to try to get some kind of a narrative, or you're there to try to get a lawsuit and some shut up money. Because that's what I really, really believe your whole game is.
Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, we have some brochures here.
How's it going, sir? Hey, did you see the sign up front? There's no filming in this building.
Who are you, sir?
I'm Deputy Fur,
Deputy Fur?
Pittsburgh County Sheriff's Office.
With what sheriff's office? Excuse me.
Pittsburgh County.
Pittsburgh County Sheriff's Office.
Yeah, there's a sign up there. Did you call the number?
No, I didn't call the number. I saw the sign. Yeah, I did see the sign when I walked in. There's no statute associated with that sign or any sort of...
It's like a courthouse law, or not law, rule or something.
A courthouse rule?
Yeah.
Do you have a rule? Do you have an order?
Huh? Say again?
Is it a rule or just a...
It's a rule for the courthouse. The judges put it in place, so... it's not illegal, but they prefer you to call. Are you with the press?
Yeah, I'm an independent journalist.
Independent.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Shenanigans again. That's the fastest Sean's got 2 shenanigans in one video. But you're not press. The court in Danbury said you're not press. You're a YouTuber. A court in Washington State, I have to keep reminding you, said YouTubers are not press. You are not distributing any journalistic information. You're not disseminating any information that is important. If I wanted to know what was important at the courthouse, I could just go there myself. I could call. I can go to my city council meetings. What are you doing? You're wasting time and money by lying to law enforcement and other people by saying, I'm an independent journalist. I'm press. You're not. You're a YouTuber and a clout chaser at best.
You have a press ID?
No, I don't identify myself to law enforcement unless I've broken the law. It's just what I do. I don't. It's my policy,
Okay,
my company's
do
policy.
you have an identification ID?
A driver's license?
Yes.
No, I do. I'm not going to surrender it to you at this time, only because I have a Fourth Amendment right not to, and it's my choice not to.
That is your right.
Yeah, I just don't want to
Do you
identify.
have a name or something?
Yo, my name is Sean. Mm-hmm.
Sean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, last name?
Just Sean. It's just Sean. Yeah.
Just Sean. Okay. It's not that you're doing anything illegal. Times these days, I'm sure you've seen the news. People get a little weird with people filming around here due to the terrorists.
Oh, and that's why I told you my name's Sean. I'm an independent journalist, and there's a bunch of cameras that are taking my picture all over this building, so you guys know what I look like.
That's for security reasons.
Yeah, exactly. And I haven't said anything. I'm not saying that you can't take my picture, but if you guys are taking my picture, you guys have everything that I've been doing in this building. There's cameras all over the building, so I'm not doing anything nefarious other than taking pictures and video. And
That's not necessarily true. You could be casing the place. You could be looking for vulnerable spots and weak spots to take advantage of to possibly break in, to commit a crime, or if somebody else who wanted to could actually look at your video and say, hey, there's a weak spot where the guards aren't watching. I mean, I've seen it happen many times. I've seen tons of news reports on my local news of people who have done similar things. The security cameras are there to provide protection and hospital witnesses in case of a crime does happen. But yet you get so paranoid over that. Why is it? Is it that are you trying to hide something? Do you not want to be a good citizen? Or or is it the fact that you keep lying when you say you're not a criminal, but yet you have multiple arrests and have been convicted of several crimes? This doesn't seem right, does it?
Explain to you exactly why I'm taking the pictures and video. I'm an independent journalist. My name's Sean, and I'm working on a story on the Pittsburgh County here.
Okay. May I ask what the story's for?
I can't divulge the story only because it might compromise my story. It's an investigative
Come here. Shut your stupid ass up.
report against investigative journalism.
Investigative journalism?
Yeah.
Okay. Is
Exactly.
It against the courthouse itself?
Just the county in general.
Just the county?
The county in general.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
All right. Do you doing it yourself? Or?
Yeah, independent. I own my own company. That's correct.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You do well?
Yeah. Very blessed, very fortunate.
Okay. What outlets do you post it? Like a YouTube or something like that?
Yeah, all types. Not
types?
Yeah, all kinds of outlets. Have my own website. There's
Mind
all
if I check it out and get the name?
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what. At the end, before I leave, I definitely will give you that information. Okay, just so you could.
That's really funny. I've been to your website. You don't have any stories on there. You have a merch store and your mission statement. But yet, I don't see any news stories. I don't see any, independent stories on the corruption of the Pittsburgh County Courthouse. I don't see that. And I've been to your channel. And all you put on your channel are your audits and your little victory marches that you get from whatever little cases you win. But yet, where's the news stories? I mean, I'm begging to see one of these published journalistic pieces of excellence, but all I see is a YouTuber and a liar.
Check it out.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm curious.
Because you've been, you haven't tried to, overstep your authority in any way. You can ask for ID all you want, but I can politely decline. Only, like I said, I'm not trying to be difficult. I don't think that is difficult. I think it's just, a citizen exercising his rights is never a bad thing, especially for someone like you who took an oath to uphold those rights.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So before I leave, I'll get you that information. I promise you. All right. Thanks, Deputy Fur.
Thanks, Sean.
Appreciate you.
Be safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, like I was saying, there are cameras everywhere in this building. There's a training room. So Deputy Fur, he tried his best to try and get some sort of identification, press credentials, even though, look at that beautiful view.
I'm actually quite disappointed in that deputy. He should have enforced the policies that he's been put in charge of. But I feel that's something his superiors should have to deal with. But let's jump ahead into Sean's encounter with both deputies he has met so far and see how he tries to manipulate them into not doing their jobs.
Hey, Sean.
Yes, sir.
Can you come here and talk to me for a minute?
Yeah, no problem. What's going on?
Our higher powers asked us to have you stop recording. If you do not stop recording, we're going to have to charge you with obstruction and then take
Obstruction of what?
obstruction of justice, since we're asking you to stop recording.
Can I speak to a supervisor?
Yeah, I can get that arranged, man.
Yeah, I would like to speak to the supervisor because I think you guys would be making a big mistake. I was ready to actually leave. I just have to do my open records request.
I understand.
And get out of here. So, now being told that I will be charged with obstruction of justice for exercising a constitutional right, it just doesn't seem like I told you who I was. I'm a journalist.
No, you told them some partial truths. You told them the fact that you're an independent journalist, which is not true. You told them you're gathering content for a story, which is not true. The only bit of truth you told was your name is Sean. But other than that, what truths have you told? You flat out told one deputy that you refuse to obey any policy because it's not law. You've told this one that, oh, well, I was going to leave, but now I'm not because you guys want to do your job. What part of that makes any sense? I mean, you're not being truthful or honest, or show any signs of integrity like an actual journalist would.
I know.
I'm trying to de-escalate the situation, but I don't take too kindly to being threatened with arrest, my freedom taken from me, right? So if I could speak to a supervisor, that'd be perfect.
Yeah, we're getting in contact with one right now.
Because, like I told you, I already went through excuse me, ma'am. I already went through the entire building, and I'm here at the county clerk to do an open records request, as is my right for public information. So trespassing me from the building or obstruction of justice, that would be violating that right, deputy. And you might get it. And listen, we had a great conversation upstairs.
Hey, Sean.
Hey.
If you're done recording and you were just about to leave anyways, that's fine. The sheriff said it'd be a while before he come talk to you. Said it'd be about an hour, but I can take down your number and he can give you a call when he's free.
You don't have any supervisors besides the sheriff?
I do, yes, but he's at the top. He said he would like to speak with you if anybody.
Well, Sean, what are you going to do? You have the opportunity to speak to the sheriff if you wait, but you'd have to turn off your camera. Or you can give him their number and you can talk to him that way. What are you going to do? What's your decision? Are you going to stick with your guns, or are you going to try some other tactic?
Yeah, so I was going to record and grab my open records request, as is my right for public records and documents. There is no law. I'm just letting you know. I don't know if you want to call your sheriff one more time. Obstruction of justice, that doesn't apply here.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
And as much as I don't want to take the ride with you guys, this sounds like something I'm probably going to have to take the ride with, because at the end of the day, you're violating my rights. You're violating my rights. I'm not doing anything. I'm not causing a disturbance. I'm not breaking any laws. Obstruction of what justice? What am I doing? I've been polite with both of you.
It's simple. I can explain it for you, Shawnee. It's you are being asked to stop recording because you are violating the court's rule on getting permission to record. And they are asking you, they are being told by their supervisor to ask you to stop recording. And if you refuse, you are obstructing justice by refusing a lawful order to stop recording. There you go. That's all you need to know. But you said you're going to take the ride. You wouldn't take the ride. You cried and begged in Hartford, Connecticut when you got arrested and quickly tried to hide that video.
I haven't done anything wrong. Huh? I gotta have to do my open records request, and then I was going to be on my way.
Okay,
but I want to speak
hang
to
out with you until you finish?
you. Can that is your listen? I can't tell you where you can and cannot go. The same way I want you to respect my rights, I respect that you can. If you want to waste resources on a man with a camera that's not a danger to anybody, that's your department's decision. But as far as arresting someone for peacefully exercising their rights, that would be a big mistake by your department. And I'm telling you, I don't want you to do. I don't want to have to go through this. Go to civil court. It's just not. It's not what I came here to do. I came here to spread education on our rights, and I came here to exercise my rights. And you took an oath, both of you did, to uphold my rights and to uphold the United States Constitution. That's why I'm a little confused here. So your sheriff should really understand what he's trying to get you guys to do. Because following orders is one thing, right? Because you could say all the Nazis in Germany following orders, right? It comes to a point where, your following orders is not good enough. Guys got to do better than that, So I have a right to speak to a supervisor. I would like to speak to a supervisor. I don't need to speak to the sheriff of the entire county. I would like to speak to a supervisor. I'm sure it's your policy and procedure, sir, to get a supervisor here when a member of the public is requesting it. Because I want to clarify exactly obstruction of justice for what. I'm not familiar with the state statute.
Are you stupid or something?
But I can guarantee you it does not apply here. For a man peacefully, I'm not disturbing any business. Taking someone's freedom away from them is a serious thing. And you guys are entrusted with that authority, and it shouldn't be abused at all. It's ridiculous. And I'm just asking the supervisor to clarify, because I don't want to, if you guys arrest me right now it's on you two and whoever else supervisor. But I want to get that supervisor on camera saying, you will be arrested. All I need to have standing in court to take this to court is you will be arrested if you don't stop recording. And then I will leave the building, and there will be consequences. I guarantee you that. There will be consequences for everybody involved that tried to violate my rights here.
And here we have it. It's all about the shut you up money. You're threatening these two officers who really are trying to do their job and cater to your whim, but you don't care. I'm going to end the video here. Clearly, Sean wins with his intimidation tactics of threatening lawsuits. And with as tough times as we are in right now financially with the economy, lawsuits are the last thing people want to worry about. So he gets to record for his last little bit and get his public records request, and goes on a tirade of how this is an unconstitutional thing. If you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell and leave a thumbs up and a comment, because it helps with the algorithm. If you wish to become a member, we have memberships open at low prices with great perks. And I want to give a big shout out to all of my members. Thank you for supporting me and the channel and helping me grow. With that said, be well, be safe, and I'll see you guys next time.